Alright, YouTube. Sorry for not including you in the initial part of the planning. Sorry about that. I just remembered that I had to start the recording. So, but we're not flown anywhere yet, so don't worry. And since I just thought about, since the transition altitude is 7,500, I'm going to go for 10,000 initial. Alright, let's get the AV tab up here so we can get some airport. Let's see, EKVG. Let me see. We already know that, so let's go for our departure. That was... Let me just check what our departure was. But I can see it here. The plan. My 2T, so it's my 2T. Airports. My 2T, yeah. So it's this one here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, to Myggenäs. Let's get some airport information. So we're going to go on the runway down here. Let me see. Do they have a... No. Oh well, let's see. So we're going to go all the way down here and take off this direction here. Alright, let's search for BIKF. Let's see how big this airport is. I really don't know. So we have, it's a little bit better. 10, yeah. They are roughly the same length. So we have an arrival, and that was... What was our standard arrival? NASB 3K. NASB 3K. Standard arrival. And approach for ILS C10. So we can put a hold at Vagar if we need it. If I have that. I don't. Interesting. Maybe it's because it's in the via Vagar. Let me see. NASB can end in Ilvom. And we have that here, but we don't have Vagar. Well, nevertheless. And finally, we need some airport information, briefing, airport, let's get that. How many do we have? It's not a terrible big airport. We're going to go for 10, so we're going to land here. And we're going to go up to this terminal area around here. Let's see if they have an actual parking stands table here. Alright. And that was flight plan, radio, init, and we did over init B. Oh, I forgot, yeah. Let's see, performance. Get the decision height in. AV tab. For this one here. Where do we have it? ILS, so decision height is 309. clear that as well. Let's go over here and turn this up as well. Let's turn the terrain on there. So we have checked the plan. It seems to be fine. Let me just make that very small. And let's make this one over here about... Yeah, that seems to be fine. Alright, so let's ask our passengers. Let's get the APU bleed on. Now we can put seatbelt sign on. Set the strobe to auto. Let's get rid of some of the vehicles. Turn the audio down just a little bit. Don't like that. Alright. They are driving away. I think we can close these doors then. ToLiss. It's the these ones here. Close. Close. No follower. Thank you, Mr. Lightyman. Is that what it said? I couldn't really read it. Nice. How cool. New follows are always, obviously, always welcome. Alright, let's see. Let's try to ping our cabin crew and ask them how the boarding process is going.
Are we almost done boarding back there?
2 minutes.
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
Well, we can go and plan our pushback. While we do that, let me see. I think we're going to push back down here. Seems to be reasonable.
Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
So what is interesting about this flight is that we're actually going to fly against against the clock. So there's a time difference of 1 hour, as far as I see it, between Reykjavik and the Faroe Islands. So we're actually going to land roughly at the same time we took off. It's really mind-boggling that something like that can be.
We're on your time now.
All right, perfect. So let's.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 728. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 30 minutes. Please note the cabin doors
ground
now
handling.
closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Drive all the way. I don't know why they want to park there. That's an oversight from the developer. I mean, they have to park somewhere. But, let's just hide him. Bye. Alright. So, we're ready for pushback. Let's check if every door has been closed. Haven't, so close. Close, 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 close. Everything is closed now. It's good. Alright, so let's start the beacon. And nav logo. That's it. Don't think there's anything else we need to do. We can open up the fuel pumps. I've started the let's ping the cabin crew. Let's see. Anything else I need? Let's check it down. No. Oh yeah, let's do this because it's important. That is it. Alright, let's ask our good friend to come and give us a push.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
So while we're doing that, let's turn off the dome light. This is all the way up, so that's not. Turn down the flood pedestal. Turn that one down and turn this one up.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Now let's wait a little bit with this one. We're not ready yet. Let me see if I'm actually showing up at... No, I'm not. On the vent spine, that was what I was checking. But I'm not showing up yet.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh, wait a second. Let me just do it the right way. That should also... turn seat belts on here. Let's hope it. Alright, let's release parking brake.
Starting pushback. You may start your engines at your discretion.
Thank you very much. Starting engine 2. Get this one. If I'm not mistaken, this was up 0.2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight attendants for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the middle
Somewhere around
into
there.
one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. Please adjust it to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen.
Maybe I set them to open instead.
Over your nose and mouth. bag doesn't inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask, and you can breathe normally.
Operation complete.
If you're
Set
traveling with
parking
children,
brake.
now's the time to pick your favorite one, but secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the event that the
Starting
pilot
engine
decides
one.
to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping, tampering with, disabling, or destroying the
Toe
smoke
is
detectors
disconnected
located
and
in the
bypass pin
laboratory
has
is
been removed.
strictly
Hand
prohibited
signals
by
on
law.
the right.
All of this
Until next
information
time.
and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
That is also available, so let's turn off the APU. It's almost nighttime, so we're going to... Is he out yet? Yep. Turn into taxi, runway lights on, just set strobe on, beacon on, wing, we don't need that, we don't need, let me just check something. Now we can turn this on. And we can turn on the radar, weather radar. And yeah, let's set the all of the flaps and all that when we get to the airport. All right. I suppose we are ready to go. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. We can do all the rest of the checking, the landing checking and all that. Yep. See, contact ATC. We don't have ATC. Strobe light, left, right, nose light. Yes, 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 yes. That's the takeoff procedure. Scandinavian 728 at Echo Kilo Victor Golf, taxiing to runway. What runway is it?
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
Takeoff runway 12, alright. Scandinavian 728 at Echo Kilo Victor Golf, taxiing to runway 1012. Just forgot. Should be about here. Let me just check to see if we can... This... No. Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure that we... if we could get on the runway without getting on the runway, if you know what I mean. Why is that a parking brake still? Yeah. I set the chronometer. I think Scandinavian 728 at Echo Kilo Victor Golf, entering one-way 12. I don't know why I constantly want to call it 10. Either we are going uphill or... Let's just make sure that we are going the right way. This one. Here we are. Now, if you watch my previous stream, then you would know I had a really hard time landing here. So it's going to be interesting to see whether I have equally harder time taking off, because this is really a hilly, bumpy runway. Look at this. We're just going downhill. Alright, so I think we need all the space we can need in order to get around here. I'm not sure whether I should do flex. I'm really very unsure about that. I mean, not flex, toga. I think I'm going to go for toga. Let's try flex. See if we crash. Alright, so we need to set... The spoilers are armed. We went for flaps too. The auto brake should be definitely be max. We need to ding the crew. And we should be ready for takeoff. I mean, a high flex temperature should mean that it's going to give a lot of power. Let's hope it does. Alright. Let's check the flight control now that we're here. Rudder. Elevators. Ailerons. And speed brakes. Seems to be working. Let me get this up here so I can follow the apparently non-existing flight director. Where's the no flight director? Well, maybe because I haven't started yet. Alright, let's see. Let's see chronometer 5 minutes, so that's it. Alright, so toe breaks down. Stabilize at 50%. Start chronometer. Stop that. To flex. And let's remember to keep it down. Oh my god. This is really unnerving. Going to let it go all the way. Rotate. Holy crap. We are airborne. Wow, there's my flight director. Alright, positive climb, gear up. Turn on the engine anti-ice. Alright, let's start the autopilot. Let's perform some of these things. Forgot to set that. Dang it. Yes, so... Alright, so let's see, landing gear up, autopilot engaged, thrust to climb, flaps retract, speed brakes disarmed, let's do that. Let me see, it says ignition. Oh, that's why. Let's engage this just in case. So speed brakes disarmed. Packs, I never turn packs off. Runways off. And contact ATC. Scandinavian 728 and Echo Kilo Victor Golf. Cleared of runway 12. Let's go to standard. Yes. Alright, that was it. A little bit unnerving, but quite okay. Now we're above the cloud cover. And what is going to be interesting about this is that we should be flying, relatively speaking, into the sun. Let's see if I can get it to flight level 360, otherwise we'll have to change it to flight level.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TVs and paid movies library.
Did I never turn these off? Or did I mean... Oh well. What a cool. Seatbelt signs on. Let's do that. Didn't do any of this.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Alright, now I can increase it to, say, something like that. Alright, let me see. It still says ignition. Oh, that's because I've turned the anti-ice on. There we go. And now it's normal. Everything here seems fine. This TARA, yes. So now I can see myself in that spy. Let's see if how. Doesn't seem like there's any ATC for us at the moment. Turn this floodlight up a little bit more. Oh well, what a nice start. But just like I said in the previous stream, if you want to follow my flight in another way than, I mean, just watching it here on the stream, you can also install something like VatSpy on your computer. It's a relatively small program. It's a nice small program that you can use to looks like something like this up. So you can follow me, you can get details, but let me just show you. Yeah, what I wanted to show you was VatSpy. That's why I went in here. So here's VatSpy. And so VatSpy is a program that can show you who and what is on at VatSim. So for example, today we actually have a controller online at Castro. It's Kenneth Hall. So and I've tried to be a controller that was not in that was in Ivao at, I think it was Bilund. But one of the other things that you can see here, well, it's me. Or us, or whatever you want to call it. So here is Scandinavian 728, an A321neo. That's me, no pilot rating. So we are going from Vagar to Keflavik. We are at 18,104. You can also go into flight details and you can get a lot of information. Whatever information you want. If you want to fly the same route as I have done, you can go in here and take this one. Then copy it, and then you can use that route for yourself. I use VatSpy when I fly on VatSim to check out which controllers and which airspaces I'm going to go in. For example, here we're going to go into, this is Reykjavik. It's a Reykjavik airspace, and we have Reykjavik airspace here, we have Reykjavik airspace here. Now I can't see any frequencies, but if there were any frequencies, I would be able to see them, as for example, if we take Brest East de France. You can see here. You should be able to see this, because this one, Paris control. There you can see the frequencies 128.1 and 132.37. So yeah, that's what I basically use BatSpy for when I fly. So now that we're here, let me show you what the big nice plan is. You can use that. So we're going to fly. Let me just recap for you if you haven't followed any of my previous videos and streams. We started here at Kastrup. Then we flew from Kastrup to Billund, which is not here, but it should be somewhere around here. And then we went up to Aalborg, which is about somewhere here, the airport. The previous stream today, we went from Aalborg all the way up to Vagar. And now we're flying from Vagar all the way up to Keflavik. Now from Keflavik, we're going to fly all the way over here somewhere. We should have the biggest, I think it's this one, the biggest airport in Greenland. So obviously this flight here is going to be a little bit longer than this flight. Not much, but some. So that's what I use BatSpy for. Let me just show you passenger and crew experience. And here it is. So there are different things you can do. You can interact. For example, like now I would like to let me see, public address. What can I say?
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything's looking good up here in the cockpit. Please let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight a little better for you.
Haha, nice, huh? Oh, we can say there's a delay. We can expedite cabin. We can ask the flight attendant to bring me snack.
Hey, what are the odds you guys could bring us a snack, please? Alright.
Alright. And more we can do is we can check how things are going. So this is the cabin. I am pretty sure that this is the cabin I designed for the 231. That's not the Neo, but nevertheless we can use it in any way. So we have some that is business class, high class. We have I'm not sure what they call middle class, a little bit high, and then we have monkey class, whatever they call it down here. We have 4 flight attendants here, which is what we need on a trip like this. We can get some information about the people that we have. So we have Anton Hallgrimsson and we have Thomas Helgadottir. I don't speak any word in neither Icelandic nor Faroese, so I'm just muddling my way through the names. So we have Cecil Hunter, Anthony Allen. Let me see if I can find someone that looks just a tad Danish. No. Mouse and Cameron. That's an interesting name. Herman Evans. So one of the cool things about, if you are interested in something like this, is that the program passenger in PAX, let's just call it PAX, it tends to select names that are somewhat reasonable for the place you are flying off from. So when we took off from Aalborg, we had a lot of Danish names. Now we have a lot of both Faroese looking and Scandinavian, Icelandic looking names, Carl Tryggvason, and we have some other names, Abigail Parker. So that's one of the cool things, and you can look at any one of them. Now we can't do anything about it because we're flying the airplane, but we have someone that he's somewhat tired, he's hungry, but we can know a little bit there, alright, so we can know stuff about him. It's just like The Sims, except that you cannot do anything about what's going on. But that's I think it's cool because it gives some atmosphere to just flying from one place to another. Alright. So let me get back to the game screen, because sometimes for some reason when I'm on the normal screencast, for some reason it tends to drop a lot of frames. So oh yeah, we seems to be able to go to flight level 360. Perfect. Alright, let's get an outside view. Let's just check if there's anything we need to do. Seatbelt sign is off. All of that is okay. Beacon's on, strobe is on. Let's just set it to auto. That is off, that is off, that is off. I'm going to have to revisit my my stream, my video, but I'm very unsure whether I had these on or off. I know that this was on to taxi. Yeah, I've already done that. So that's not good. That's not a good start. But then again, I'm not a real well pilot, so... Alright, so now that we are at cruising altitude, let's go check some stuff. So we're going to press the all button and then get engine. Seems reasonable. Bleed from the engines. The high pressure valve seems to be open. It's okay, but not exactly sure why. So we're at cruise now. Yeah, let's go to progress. Alright. Cabin altitude. No inlets and...
We'll be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
So it's something like that, I mean. Let's go to flight plan here. Estimated fuel on board 5.1 ton. That's pretty okay. That's pretty decent. Let's see. Electricity page seems fair. Green. Hydraulics, no problems there. Fuel used. We're going to use 38 kilos per minute. Alright. So I wanted to put in some stuff. So let me go into AV tab. No, I'm just going to start PFPX right now. Because then I can... Alright, so the idea is, if you watch the other stream, in PFPX, I have the ability to make some estimates estimates of the drag and the the fuel usage on this airplane here. So maybe I can show you. So let's go back to the screencast once again. It should be able to drag this in. I'm not sure if I can make it any smaller. No. So here I can open something called APM. Aircraft Performance Monitoring. So in order to calculate fuel bias or drag bias, I add some data. So the gross weight, that's probably what we have there, 72900. Altitude, flight level 360. Cost index, that was 30? Yes. True air temperature, -29. ISO deviation, test +0. Recorded true air speed, 550. Recorded ground speed, 418. Fuel per hour, that's 39 kilograms per minute. So we need to multiply that with 60. Now it's 40. 2,400. .7. Let's just check what our 7.0. Almost. So now we have calculated true airspeed 448. Close enough. Calculated Mach 0.82. That's okay. Fuel per hour. Fuel bias and drag bias. Let's apply that. And let's save it. If I can. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong place. So let's say apply. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's just say close and save. There we go. So next time I go in here, open it up, I should be able to go into APM and I have one recorded. And then we can do that again a little later. And that's the idea here. Let me go back to game screen. So, and that's one of the cool things I told you about the PFPX is that you have a lot of options that you can do. You have a lot of stuff that you can calculate using this, which makes it a heck of a lot more advanced than than SimBrief. But SimBrief, I mean, I'm not sure, I think that PFPX is around $40 to $50 for that program. Yeah, you heard me correctly. SimBrief is free. completely free. And for it's a fact for both of these programs that both PFPX and Simbrief, you need to have a Navigraph account in order to update your AirX cycle. So for those $40, you don't get any updates. You do get an update for meta reports and all that. That helps you in planning, because they can both take a current weather and forecasts. So that's a cool thing about it, that you can do that. Oh, I forgot to turn off the chronometer. Reset it. So, but Simbrief is completely free to use. It's not very powerful, but for simulation, it gives you what you need. You can do very, very good flights with Simbrief, and you can also do, like I just showed you, in the I remember the right key here in the MCDU of FMC Flight Management Computer. You can put in the company route. It's not a problem. So there's no anything about that. You can just as easily save your company file and then just put that in. So yeah. $371. Nah. We cannot do that. So then we had to go to 38. I don't want to go up there. I'm trusting. Alright. Yep. Let's continue. So we ended up in fuel. Let's go APU. It's off, obviously. So we have 22 degrees inside. Maybe we should give... I think we should give the cabin... forward cabin, let's give them... a little higher temperature. So it should increase slightly. Let's continue. All doors are closed, fortunately. Otherwise this would be a very, very unpleasant trip. Wheels are as they should be. Flight control works. We just checked that. And status we have no. Let's try to recall. It's all normal. Now we're back at the cruise speed. Cruise page. Ah, so this one here actually shows it per hour. Perfect, I can use that instead, the cruise page. So let's, I'm going to make another. Let's just get, yeah, let's do that. Let's open up my airplane database. The DMO. PM. Let's add another. So the gross weight 72500. Altitude 360. Thrust index was 30, right? Yeah, I think it was 30. I keep forgetting. 30. True air temperature. Minus 28. Easy deviation +1. Recorded TAS 450. Recorded ground speed 423. Recorded fuel per hour 2110. applied. So now I have one recording that says minus 362 fuel bias and another one that says 9.51. The drag bias is roughly the same. So now I can, for example, take the 19th percentile or 95 percentile, and then I get a fuel bias of 2.9, the drag bias of minus 0.3. And I can put in some more numbers when we get down the road. Let's just put it in. Let's go for 95 percentile. Maybe we would take the median. A median of 2. I mean, it's not very not very safe. Not a very safe. I mean, I have two points, right? For the 95 percentile of 2 different measurements. It's stupid. We can take the average of the 2.9. Take the average of 2. That's okay. Apply it. So 2 point propose 2.9, 0.3, apply, and save the aircraft. So now my aircraft has put in a fuel bias of 2.9, a whole fuel, there's no, and a drag of 0.3. So that's what I can use these measurements for, and this will give me down the road when I perform some more flights. If we do this at every flight, for example, check these numbers, put in a measurement, then we get measurements at different altitudes, different conditions, different winds, and all that, and that will eventually give a more precise measurement. Which I mean, this here is something that you do if you want to tinker with it. That's it. Only if you want to tinker with it. If you don't, then don't. I mean, you will not get anything at all from that. Not at all. But if you like tinkering with it, if you think it's cool, if you think it's a cool thing to calculate these things and getting your fuel bias and your fuel usage as close to the optimal as possible, without using TopCat or anything like that to calculate landing and takeoff performance, then this is a program you can use. I use it because I find it to be nice. It has a lot of options. It can give me more precise fuel consumption data, and I can do something myself. I like working with data. Otherwise it would be pretty stupid to take an education as a physicist, an astrophysicist. That would be really insane if you hated data. So yeah. Alright, let's take an outside view. Flyby. And let's look out the window. Oh, we have another pilot out there. NAX 4786. Let me see if I can find him on... Yeah. But I don't know why I can see him in that direction. 4786, right? Let me try to... Well, maybe that spy has some problems in getting the data. That sometimes happens. We certainly have him here, so he should be way past me. Let me try to close that spy down. Maybe we are closer to Keflavik than I thought we would. Try to... Well, there's nothing... Oh wait. We have some... Let me get the map up. We also have that. Maps. Go in here and go for explain. Yeah. I think we should also be able to see. I'm there. He's down there in AX47. So yeah. So yeah, that spy apparently was out of service. Let's check, see what our estimated fuel aboard when we... 5.1. That's okay. 5.1. We even have time for a hold if you need to put in a hold somewhere. So yeah. I mean, the thing about flying like this is that there's not much to look at. And that's the thing, we have a lot of clouds. But the cool thing about it is that we're flying towards the sun. I mean, we're actually flying against the clock. That's what I find to be so fascinating about this. Let's take an outside view, and I'm going to be quiet there because you probably cannot hear what I say in any case. So let's just look at the scenery, even though it's not as pretty as Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim. Let's see if we have any. No ATCs. Not a single one. Let's see if we can get a new meta for .178. Let's update this. So it's still 10:06. Temperature is 11. Wind is 8 knots and 170. Transition limit is still 50. We're going to do a full config. Alright, let's take a look at what we're actually dealing with here. Before we get to Keflavik. That's Reykjavik and Keflavik. I'm not sure which is the biggest one. Let's see, they seem to be roughly same size, right? They're blue. Descent preparation? Yeah. We all went have, it's temporary. Know that. Bearing distance, manage, grenade temp, mag, trans. We just did this. And VAP. Auto brakes. Alright, let me just remove that and let's... Oh, I needed that. Let's see. But we're not getting the decel yet, so... We're not that close to... Now let's see. Airports. Let's get rid of this. We really don't need this anymore. So we have... It's 10 kilometers. I mean, honestly, that should be enough for just a low setting auto brake. We have auto brakes. Engine out acts. Go around page. We cannot. I'm pretty sure we cannot set that. That's one of the this one here. So we could set that to 7. I'm just going to say, oh, we can do that. Oh, they updated it. Nice. It's good. I'm just going to set it to this. Let's see what our go around procedures. Missed approach, one flow. To left, max 3,000. Let's put that in. There we go. Yeah, alright, perfect. Time, we have enough, definitely enough. Arrival, secondary flight plan, I'm not going to take with that. We can go into secondary flight plan, copy, that's it. Altitude bar and up to the button. That's the descent procedure. Alright. Open this one here. So now we can see we should come from... Pretty sure it was Naspo. But we're still at the cruise, so... oh yeah, let's see, let's put that in. I forgot that. Let's see, it is BIKF. Runway. Come on, man. Every time. That's just runway 10. Alright. It's going to be 10. Now we can get the distance here. I mean, you can also see the prediction of the... It's going to be pretty okay. We have full coverage of GPS. Alright. I would argue that we are pretty set, and given that there's no strangeness with this runway here, let me just check it to see if it says anything that... Let's see. It's the final course. ILS decision height 309. Is that what I put in? Let's just check that. One. Three and 9, yes. So localizer. We're going to enter it at 1800, so that's pretty low. But it's also pretty low ILS, I mean decision height. So, let's see, it's a normal descent. Degrees. I cannot see anywhere where it should indicate that the runway should have a weird angle or anything like that. Transition altitude is 7,000. Transition level is given by the ATC. Alright, so I don't think there's anything weird about this runway that I need to know. Alright, so one of the cool things I like about the ToLiss Airbus, but that's also what the real Airbus does, is that we have this you can see this is the way to these, the War 2 and War 1 ING. Alright, so let's set our... The transition altitude was... and we was entering at... Let me turn constraints on. Let's just set it to 3000. Let's just check to see if there's any constraints that I need to know about. Let's go to this one. Oh, alright, fair enough. Let's set this one to progress. And this one to flight plan. Let's see. There we should be above flight level 130, 110, 7. Yeah. Should be able to see here. Let's say progress. The performance. I'm going to follow that one there. That flight director plan thingy arrow. And let's just, I mean, so let me see, the first one was 180, right? Let's set it to 180. And I said brake low. I don't know why it wants me to do that so early. Now we can just barely see. A little bit of... Oh, we are well in over Iceland right now. Well, all the clouds did that. EV tab. Let's go to the map. There we are. All of this is Iceland. That's pretty neat. Let's take a look outside. Clouds. But here we can see a little bit of Iceland. Cool. So what I'm interested in seeing is that when we get to this point here, we should get a deaccelerate up here, indicating that it's telling us that it wants to descend. So let's see. I'm ready to press the knob. No, oh, there. Time of descent reached. Top of descent, sorry. Let's descend. Now we can take a look outside. This way. So I'm...
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
I love this. I just love that atmosphere it gives. Let's see how satisfied they are. 93. That's pretty neat. So just out about here, about Nasbo, we're going to reach. That's where we're going to reach the 18,000. Flight level 180. Let's see if I can make it a little bit nicer landing this time than I did before. At the hilly. It's AVTAP. Airport. There we are. We're reaching Nasbo. this one? Yeah, it says we should be above flight level 30. Or below? It says 13. Yeah, it does mean we should be above. Let's set to 13 instead. I'm pretty sure it said... No, it was. Above flight level 13. Alright, perfect. Let's just set it to 5,000. That's the number I have here. It should correct itself so that it... And if you want to reconsider a go around at Tesco, I don't think it's necessary. Let's just check the radar to see if there's anyone nearby. I don't see any, so... Alright, so now we are nearing Nashville. Just slowly creeping nicely down to the levels that we want. You can even see it here. It says 130. That's the nice thing about let's ask them to sit. Now seat belts should be on. Let me just check that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
That's right. Alright, let me see if I can find... 10:06. Alright. Loaded in some new weather for us. Toggle this away again. Don't need it. So after Elvom, we could add non-bow. Let me see if that is a transition we can use. and Nonbo. Insert that, see if it's... Scandinavian 728 at Bravo India Kilo Foxtrot. Estimated time of arrival 2126 Zulu. It's 19 Zulu. What do I have?
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat.
Exactly to the wrong airport.
All Wi-Fi will be
Runway
attached to stow
approach.
any larger electronics.
See what do we have here? We have Elvom. Closest one. Oh, we do have Elvom in here. Scandinavian 728 expecting ILS runway 19 at Bravo India Kappa Foxtrot. Set the water brakes to low. Yeah, we did that. Time arrival. I did that. Oh, I didn't use it, and it's okay. Approach. Stop this. Engine anti-ice. probably behind us. So, turn on the terrain radar. If I lie, was that him? No, it's a different one. So let's see. Descent here. So that's 19. So barrel. Let's see. The 261. So we're still entering at 1800. Let's set it to 1800. Edit that. Oh yeah, maybe I should do that now that we are so far down. Almost forgot that. Let's turn these on as well. Let's see, what is our speed? They should be able, let's go to standard. Left and right turning leads, seatbelt lights on, I already did that. Strains, LS. Do that. Parameter, we already did that. Try to get it stabilized as much as I can. Ready to on the approach when we can. So, let's see if I can give it a little help by arming the speed brake.
2,500.
Set it to 190.
2,000.
Let's go to managed once again. see if we can... on the approach. Scandinavian 728 on final for ILS runway 19. Gear down. Flaps full. Ding the cabin. Let's get my feet up. They're too close. Or maybe I'm too. Alright. Sitting pretty well.
1,000.
Disabling autopilot. Yeah, I just did. We are...
$500. 400. 300. 100 above. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 10:26 p.m. and it's currently about 11 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Scandinavian 728, runway 19, vacated. Alright. Let's figure out a way to... Yeah, I did that. Alright, let's turn these off. Set this to taxi. Anything else is fine. Where we are. Alright, so we're going to Scandinavian 728, taxi to gate 12. Alright, let's do exactly that. Let's just do that, retract flaps while we're moving. It's not a really complicated trip, other than it keeps doing that. It's a little bit annoying. Oh, I know what I forgot. And let's see, 1, 3. Yeah. That's it. That's I think I didn't check the numbers because I couldn't see it on, obviously you could see it on your screen, but Scandinavian 7 to 8 taxi via Echo 2. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's so cool that you have guy up there, and that is another player actually playing, I don't know, Micro Flight Sim, prepared, or explain. So cool. I love it. I really honestly do. That's one of the really nice things about doing this on VATSIM. Let's see, that's runway. What's that? 28 or 10? Let's call it 10. Should we take a look at him? Look at that. There he is. Bye bye. So nice. One there. I'm not sure where he's coming in at. Let's take a look outside. That's one of the things you can do in a sim. Oh, he's looks to be pretty far away. Scandinavian 728, crossing runway 10. It's 20. Let's drop on. Yeah, I know, but we're not taking off, so go away. We're going to go at... That is what? What did it say? Echo 4. We're at Echo 4. And that is... Echo 4. Ground speed 20. Scandinavian 728, taxi via November 4. So let me see, let's get this up here. I'm not sure whether I can see myself on that. No. But we're going to go up at November 13. 1-3. Which, if I'm not mistaken, should be this one. Oh, I'm on November. Yeah, let's just take that. I'm pretty sure it should be it. And there we have for 12. Just get rid of this. Let's cheat a little bit. Oh. Because we can do that on a sim. Oh, too much braking. There we go. All right. Let's turn off all the stuff. All of that. Let's start up the APU. Turn off the bleed. Let's ask for ground power. Let's get some ground handling here. That should be look at the APU page. It's available. Now we can turn off Engine 1. Let's turn on the bleed. And engine 2. Let's get all of this here. Oh, we don't need that. This and ground power unit. This one. This one. And let's connect the jetway. Jetway is connected. Alright, passengers should be deboarding. Let me just... I'd hate it when it doesn't decapture. Let's see. Yeah, we are deboarding. Perfect. And they are satisfied 91%. Obviously, I'm going to show you that when we are out of the woods. Oh, I forgot to turn off the beacon. And we can... Oh. Just... Alright, let's get the estimated time for... Let me just show you a screencast. No jazz music, but let me show you how the deboarding is going. So, here we are. You can see people are deboarding the plane. Let's ask.
Hey, what's our deboarding status?
13 minutes.
We're still deplaning.
It's okay. Going to go back to the game screen. You can also see it flickers every time I go to that. So, but I don't think there's much to say. See, here we have. Oh, that's a beacon. Let's go check it out. While we're deboarding. So that's Air France. That's a 747. Look at that. Big one. Another player. And that's, I mean, so fascinating. I really honestly think it's really fascinating. Let's see, that's number 2. Oh. External, let's go for tower. Oh, that's all the way up here. Alright. Let's turn on the cabin light in here. Dome light. Brakes on. I wonder if he's going to park next to us. Probably going in at that. Let's see where he's going. That's a cargo. No, he's probably going to for one of the heavy. No, he's going in here. It's so cool. So he's called EKVG 2579. Let's try to open that spy once again and see if I can find him. So right now, try to search. Can I search here? No, fortunately not. Let's see flights. EKVG 2579. Okay. Yeah, 2579, here it is. Gareth right. EGLL. He went from Birmingham to Keflavik. He's arrived. EKV, did he just disappear? No, there he is. I can see here, he's called Gareth Wright. He has no rating, so he's currently within Reykjavik Fur, I know that. He has flown 946 nautical miles. He's not remaining 0.7 nautical mile, that's okay. Altitude 184, same as me. Time online 2 hours and 41 minutes. Ground speed 0, heading. Flight rules IFR. Aircraft, that's a Boeing 748. So I think that's a 747-8. Large, it's a heavy. Let me just look it up. Because I can do that. Boeing 748. Yeah, that's a 747-8. Like I expected. So that's another play. That's Gareth Wright. I think that's so freaking cool that you can do that. So let me see. I can even view his stats. Let's see how active he has been. Wow. Oh man. How can he have hours as a... So he has 27,083 hours of total time. Oh, he has a S1. It's probably because he's a controller call sign. He's been on ground. Wow. That's a lot of hours. Let me see if I can find my own stats, because I'm definitely more modest. Let me see if we're going to go down to around SSA. okay. SAS 728. Let's view my stats. My total time is 27 hours and 52 minutes. Alright, so now that we're here, let's just go into the airplane and turn some stuff on. Off, I mean. Should have turned this off before I landed, but I mean before I... went into taxi. That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, I rearmed it. Let's unlock the cabin. There's not much else I think I need to do right now. Let's put this to auto. It reverts anyway, so... Alright, let's see how much time there's left. Just going to log out of that sim. Pilot. File vacated, takes a stand here because... Disconnect. Alright, let's see how much time there's left. 5 minutes. Let's get these vehicles away. Going to move it. I just took it off screen so you cannot see it now. There we go. Now it's almost closed off. Let me see if I can put in the chucks now. No, for some reason it doesn't want to... put in the chucks. I don't know why I'm getting so terrible frames right now. Or maybe it's because I pulled this screen out. I don't know. I mean, it's... yeah, that's good. We fly with Lua, macros. Max quality. I did turn off the APU, right? Yeah. I want to know what all of these different stuff are. So we have ground power unit, I know that. Chucks, for some reason it doesn't want to put them in. Maybe it's because all of this is... I'm not sure. Catering 1 or 2, stairway 1 or 2, fuel 1, ambulance 1, limos, van. I don't know what a neo plan. Let's get them here. Oh, that's those. Oh, it seems that the controls doesn't work. So whatever I put up here. No. That's funny. Now the chokes are in. Yeah, so you have to press minus. That's so weird. Oh well, in any case, we're finished. So let's turn off the airplane completely. And turn off the batteries. There we go. So let me just go to screencast and show you our rating. There we go. So we are completed. So let's go to the satisfied, 90%. Pretty okay, pretty decent. No passengers, our crew is in place. I'm not sure where maybe they fell out of the... I don't know. Let's just... Oh yeah, one more thing we need to do. Let's go out. And go into ToLiss. There we go. And close that door. External power. And then I can go into SAM, Airport Operating System, and remove that. All right. Now we can take a look. Here we go. So, our expected arrival was 31:32. Let's see what they said about it. So, in flight. Let's see. Flight report. Moderately ahead of schedule. Hard landing. So, let's take a look. That was 501 feet per minute. So 501 divided by... It's about 8. Yeah, that's a little bit harder. 6 is the normal, so a little bit hard. I'm still working on my landing skills. So hard landing, that's it. That's pretty good, 91%. So let's get the comments. So I'm totally telling my friends about this airline. Alright. I'll definitely be recommending you at work. See, that landing was a bit rough. You're right. This is going to be fun leaving the aircraft, alright. And that's it. Alright. So, 2 streams in 1 day. That's pretty awesome. I hope that you have enjoyed this stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes now. One of the cool things about this is that we'll be flying around almost 2 hours. When we took off, it was about sunset. at the Faroe Islands. Here we landed, and Reykjavik is also sunset. I hope that I will be seeing you in the next stream.